Good news, everybody in the Star Wars universe. And, I got a lot of questions about this hat. A viewer sent it to me. I think I'm going to make that a thing. If you see a bizarre hat out there, you can send it to my P.O. Box, P.O. Box 66, Sussex, Wisconsin, 53089. The mail lady opens all those packages, so don't send anything mean. And also, only new hats. I had lice when I was a little kid. I'd prefer to not get it again. But thank you, random person who sent the I'm loving it hat. I wore it today, and I may switch up to something different tomorrow. But I like that. It's a little fun. So remember like 48 hours ago when there was a billion articles celebrating Lando being gender fluid? Yes, slay queen. Lando is pansexual. He's gender fluid. He admits it. Oh, he's so woke. Let me shower praise upon him, a POC in the Star Wars universe. I remember when I read the article and I was like, well, I'm not sure if that's what he's saying, but these people are so thirsty. So thirsty to push their ideology that they'll stretch, bend, and do cartwheels to hear what they want to hear. The most physical activity these people have done in 10 years. And as of today, and let me quote the man, Billy D. Williams himself, quote, "What the hell is gender fluid?" Oh my goodness. He isn't at all. In fact, he doesn't even know what that means. In a recent interview with Esquire, the 82-year-old man described himself as using both female and male pronouns, suggesting that he had rejected gender binary. No, that's what you heard. "I never tried to be anything except myself. I think of myself as a relatively colorful character." The statement naturally led to many believe that Williams would come out as gender fluid, despite someone who does not identify nor express themselves with a fixed gender. But despite the fact that he uses both male and female pronouns when referring to himself, the veteran actor insists he identifies as strictly male. Now, by the way, on the list of things that are damaging, this is not one of them. If you identify this way, more power to you. You're not hurting anybody. You do you. Slay queen and all those other things. Like, legitimately, I'm merely poking fun at the media's overwhelming thirst to push progressive topics because it gets a lot of retweets. Just look at the articles that dropped in the last 24 hours. The Undefeated, Billy D. Williams, what the heck is gender fluid? New York Times, Billy D. Williams says pronoun didn't mean gender fluid. Complex, Billy D. Williams says his gender marks were misinterpreted. Yahoo Celebrity, Billy D. Williams clarifies. MSN Now, Billy D. Williams says he's not gender fluid. Entertainment Tonight, Billy D. says he's not. The Source, Billy D. Williams is not. The Root, what the heck is gender fluid? Billy D. Williams says. NBC News, Star Wars actor Billy D. Williams opens up about gender fluidity. Canoe, Billy D. Williams backtracks on gender fluid comment. It goes on. That's only the first page. How is this news? Good Lord. The media is so transparent in their absolute obsession with this type of thing. It's palatable. And you know what's even more funny? The Daily Wire tweeted out, and let me take a sip of my coffee. Didn't sleep so good last night. Can't say why. I don't know why. Just couldn't fall asleep. Had a lot on my mind, I guess. The Daily Wire. J.J. Abrams, Rise of the Skywalker, will have LGBTQ representation. Oh, thank God. Thank you. And then you get everyone saying here, honestly, pretty strong move as a FU to Chinese censorship. We'll just have to see if the scenes make it to the China cut. Hello, McFly. They're not going to. You're talking about a company. Let me remind you all that made a black actor in the movie. They made his skin lighter and put him in the back of the poster on the last movie for the Chinese market. Why? Because apparently Chinese people don't like blacks. I'm not kidding you. How come nobody's talking about this? Oh, it's because Tencent invests billions of dollars into modern cinema here. But think about that. All these blue-haired Twitter warriors talking about how inclusion is so important seem to turn a blind eye that the companies that they're worshiping for doing it are hiding their shame, so to speak, when they recut their movies over to China. So let me ask you this. Does Disney really care about representation? Or do they care about getting your idiotic likes, retweets, and articles? It's all a part of the game for them. We saw this unequivocally with Blizzard and Blitzchung. We've seen this with the NBA. These people don't care about inclusion. They never have. They care about money. That's what corporations' sole job is to do, is to generate wealth. And you can see all sorts of people in here. I thought I saw Shoe on Head in here, giving it a okay Disney. I mean, hey, I say bring on the gay Wookiees. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to issue a challenge because I know the Roundhead watches our videos here. And you know, definitely share it out on Twitter. Let's get a little buzz going. Let's call it the Disney Inclusion Challenge. I want you to make the main character gay. The main character. And I want it to be a man, and I want him to open mouth kiss other men. Right? I don't care. It's not, as long as it's built into the plot, awesome. I want to see you do it. And then I want you to cut that film and send it over to China. And I want you to do that. Otherwise, I'm never going to believe you give a rat's butt about inclusion. But these idiots at places like Variety and all those other article places I talked about eat it up because it's the only thing they know how to write about. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Finn and Poe aren't boyfriends, but J.J. Abrams hints at LGBTQ representation. Oh my God. Imagine being gay. And by the way, every time I do one of these videos, I get lots of emails from members of my viewing community that are gay or trans and, you know, of the LGBTQ community, okay? I have never once, now I say this, someone's probably going to send one, gotten an email where somebody's like vehemently disagreeing with me. Almost universally, these emails start out something like this. In fact, almost all of them do. Hey, I don't know if you'll read this or not. By the way, I do read all my emails. I don't respond to them all because that would take forever, but I do read them. Hey, I don't know if you'll read this. I just want to let you know I don't always agree with you, but as a member of the LGBTQ community, or they'll say, hey, I'm a gay woman, or I'm a gay man, or I'm trans, or whatever. I agree. I don't want to be treated like a marketing tool, a feature to be sold. I just want to be treated like anyone else. And when you march out the press parade to give yourself digital backpats every time you put a McGay on the screen, I don't believe you care. Just do it and don't talk about it. Just do it. Insert the Shia LaBeouf. I need a video editor. Seriously, if my channel gets to like 700,000 subscribers in early 2020, I'll bring in an editor to help spice up the videos more. But for right now, you'll get, just do it! Is that better? That's quicker. And it might be funnier. Wait, actually, hold on a second. Wait. Do it! Anyway, so these people, they don't care. They've never cared. I don't believe any otherwise. Make it a main character. Make it a plot point in the film. Make it organic. Make it happen. All right? Then I'll believe you. Speaking with Variety, Rise of Skywalker press junket on Tuesday. Now, also, by the way, it's reasonable to remember that a lot of times these people are just answering questions that someone asked them. So we don't really know if Abrams really cares or wanted to make a point to talk about this. What probably happened is some hack reporter from Variety brought it up. Isaac noted the ambiguity of characters' relationship might allow more people to see themselves in the characters. But if they would have been boyfriends, that would have been fun. Though he is less definitive than Isaac Boyega, who noted the lack of clear romantic connection between Finn and Poe in Rise of the Skywalker while speaking with Variety. They've had quite a loving and open relationship in which they wouldn't be too weird if it went beyond it. Yeah, because the idea of friendship, the concept of friendship to these people is so absurd. Look, I have male friends, more than one of them, that we say I love you to each other. Not like that, I love you, sweetums, but like, I love you, buddy. Like, when you've forged a friendship that goes beyond that, they become family and you love them. It doesn't mean you want to lay with them. While it would appear to foreclose the possibility of an obvious Finn-Poe romance, Abrams still left over the door open to a different form of representation in the film. The filmmaker noted that he's always strived to find a cast for Star Wars that looked way more the world looks than not. And in the case of the LGBTQ community, it was important to me to find people who go see the movie and feel they're being represented in the film. Look, great, do it. Just make it organic. Stop pretending like you give a rat's butt about the community. Stop pretending that you just don't say this crap to get these articles written, because we all know that's exactly what the case is. And now we see Rise of the Skywalker will introduce new Force powers. Oh, okay. We learned that The Last Jedi, every word of the meaning. With Rise of the Skywalker, director J.J. Abrams said the movie will push that even further, showing Star Wars fans that the invisible cosmic power of the Force is capable of granting abilities far beyond mind tricks and lightsaber duels. Well, yeah, anything to get Daisy Ridley's character, anything to get Rey stronger, faster. If the traditional Force can't do it, just make sure it can now to fill in the gaps. The Last Jedi, almost all of Luke Skywalker's lessons to Rey were about ways to connect with the Force and use it in ways that weren't strictly about fighting. The psychic visual connection between Rey and Kylo, nicknamed Force Skype by fans, was one example of a new power, while Luke's manifestation of himself across reaches the space of another, although it appeared to be so exhausting that it ended his life. In the trailer for Rise of the Skywalker, we see one new possible ability, at least for Rey, obviously. Who else would get it? As stormtroopers and Kylo Ren surround Rey, she leaps from the docking bay of the First Order ship toward the outstretched hand of Finn, hanging from the Millennium Falcon's ramp as the ship hovers in space. Maybe it's just a strong Jedi leap, but fans are calling it Force flying. Which, by the way, if that's what it is, it's going to be ridiculous. But that's all I could say for Star Wars news today. Congratulations on Billy D. Williams. You got more articles written on you in 24 hours than just about anybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.